was that it would be the same as it was last time. In that case, it was muted. I didn't like it the last time, but it worked out fine. I mean, ask Biden how it worked out. It was fine. They're trying to change it. The truth is they're trying to get out of it because she doesn't want to debate. She's not a good debater. She's not a smart person. She doesn't want to debate.
Donald Trump speaking in Virginia yesterday as the September 10th debate on ABC looms in the balance, and still no sit-down interview, though Harris reportedly today, aides say, is shopping herself to friendly networks. She had promised to do an interview by the end of this month. Now the team is just saying they will schedule one. And by the way, Joe Biden still at the beach there, who is running our country, and what is happening with some of the big legal moves. Pleased to bring in right now former U.S. Attorney, Washington, D.C., and former Chief Counsel, Senate Rules Committee, Joe diGenova, and former Chief Counsel, Senate Intelligence Committee, and Senior Justice Department official, Victoria Toensing. Welcome in. Great to see you both today.
Good to be here.
So Joe Biden is absent. He was in California last week. Kamala's nowhere to be found on the trail. There's no White House briefing today. You know, all of this is pretty unusual, as there are also conflicts happening around the world. And this debate thing, Donald Trump's been doing press conference after press conference. Do you think, before we get into the legal issues, that she will effectively run out the clock, schedule this one little sit-down interview, and they'll ask her very softball questions?
Well, I think she probably will try to do that. But she's trying to get out of the debate by changing the rules.
Yeah.
If I were Trump, I'd tell her, you're going to debate on the rules that existed, because the one thing she wants more than anything else, she wants notes. She cannot do extemporaneous debating. Trump is very, very good at it, and he showed that in the last debate. And the most important thing is she should not have her mic turned on, because she wants to interrupt Trump and make some dramatic point. The rules should be the same, and if the Trump people change the rules, they're fools.
They have a very good political point to say we're not changing the rules, because I don't think it matters much if the mic is muted or not. Joe does. But I do think it's a slippery slope. It's procedural. One thing, and now she wants to change something else, and then something else. And as Joe says, it's going to go to the notes.
Well, she needs notes. She needs more than notes, though. I mean, I don't know. It's good. The wheels, I think, are slowly coming off this Harris campaign. I'm sure a lot of folks are not running on the joy for much longer. I'd like to talk about the team in Butler yesterday. It's a story that everyone should be concerned about for any political candidate, the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. And now there's this word that the task force says they cleaned the roof off so quickly there could have been evidence. There was questions about his body, the shooter, Crooks, being disposed before an official autopsy was released. He was cremated before agents could compare his body to the report. I mean, just all these questions circling around this. What is your biggest concern? The FBI is leading the investigation, Joe and Vic. I mean, there's still no answers, and no one's been held accountable.
Well, that's my biggest concern. The FBI is leading the investigation. And Congress wants to be involved, but they're not. Ron Johnson was on TV complaining that they had not gotten one 302 from the FBI. And the 302 is, I know because we've worked with the FBI, when an agent interviews a witness, they write the words down the witness gives them, and then that's called a 302. They have over 400 302s, and Ron Johnson hasn't gotten one. And you're talking about the autopsy. You and I and Joe could have all decided that the cause of death was by a gunshot wound, for gosh sakes. But was he tested for drugs? Was he tested for any other kind of disease? All the medical things that would be important to know about the man? No.
And yet, what is very clear, this was a comedy of errors, a drama of errors at the scene. The lack of coordination, the lack of communication devices, the failure of the Secret Service to engage with locals to get similar communications devices. This was a catastrophic failure, not only of security, but of management, of planning, you name it. There should be a group of people who are gone from the Secret Service, and not just agents on the scene, but people at the senior levels of the Secret Service. That place is a mess. And so here we have two formerly premier U.S. government agencies, the FBI and the Secret Service, in shambles in the middle of a major investigation. Of course, Congress is going to get nothing from them. And the reason they're going to get nothing from them is these people are arrogant, they stonewall, There's no consequences from not complying.